Hey guys, it's AGAnnika here and welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to be giving you guys some advice about how to tell your friends about your dolls, AGTube, AGIG, that kind of stuff. I actually got a DM about this from someone yesterday and I thought this would be a good video idea to make into because it's kind of back to school season and your friends are at school, so I thought I would do this. And obviously it's a very helpful thing to tell your friends about your dolls. It's just very like lifting that weight off your shoulders by telling them. I don't know, it's just easier if you tell your friends. Oh, and shout out to this person for turning on that notification bell and subscribing to my channel. I feature one of you guys every video, so if you include in your comment that you subscribed and turn on that notification bell, you'll have a chance to be featured in my next video. Anyways, let's get started. Only tell real friends. Don't go telling that person you've only known for like 2 days. I mean, unless that's what you want to do. I mean, you do you. But most of us, I think, would only want to tell someone who is not going to judge us about our channel. And that way it's a lot easier to tell someone who's a real friend and is not going to, you know, make fun of you and that kind of stuff. The next point I want to talk about is that you don't actually have to tell your friends if you don't want to. It's all up to you about how comfortable you are telling them, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. My next tip is to do it in person, not over text. If you do it in text, there's a good chance that they might screenshot it and send it to people. I'm not saying that they'll do that. There's a low chance that they'll do that, but I'm just saying just in case, don't do that. If they react badly, you do not want them to know that. I mean, at least I wouldn't, but I don't know about you, but I think most of us wouldn't want our friends to do that if they reacted badly. And no, most of the time your friends won't react badly. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, it's just a better idea to tell them in person. So when actually telling them, I'm gonna get right down into the actual words you can say to them to make it easier for you guys. So usually what I start by saying is I say something like, I have a weird hobby, just kind of out of the blue. If there's nothing else to talk about, I'll be like, you know, I had this weird hobby, and they'll be like, what is it? And then, you know, you'll make them guess or whatever, and by guessing they're gonna want to know what it is, and just don't tell them right off the bat. And eventually you'll be like, okay, I'll tell you if you promise not to tell anyone or make fun of me. And at that point they'll be probably really desperate to know what it is, and they'll promise to not tell anyone. And at that point I would just tell my friend right then and there. Most of the time, I would say about 80% of the time, they will react in a positive way. And at that point you can just tell them your usernames and stuff and they'll go and follow you. They honestly don't really care, and it doesn't really change how they see you, so most of the time they don't think it's a big deal. However, there is still a small chance that they might react poorly. You can combat this by saying stuff like, well, there's a bunch of other people who do it too, and show them other accounts that do it and show that, you know, they have a lot of subscribers and that kind of stuff, and see that people actually like doing this kind of stuff and it's not just something you do. And if they react poorly, don't tell them your username. I think this is pretty obvious, but if, you know, don't tell them your username because, you know, they might tell other people that you don't want to know. And honestly, if they do react poorly, a friend shouldn't do that, and so they're not really a real friend. I know that you may seem like they're a real friend, but if they're not going to support you about this, then I think it's time to let them go. Now, you don't have to do any of this. This is all just what I have used and it's worked for me, and it may not work for you, but it's worked for me, and I really hope that it helped you guys tell your friends about your dolls and inspired you to tell some of new friends. So yeah guys, that is basically all my tips for this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you didn't know, I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyways guys, bye!